When it comes to Capricorns, who's really in charge? Is it the Capricorn man with his silent, strategic dominance? Or the Capricorn woman who controls everything without even making it look like she's trying? Most people assume men naturally take the lead. But what if I told you that Capricorn women have a hidden advantage that flips the entire game? Capricorns are known for being powerhouses, but the way they dominate, oh, that's where things get interesting. We're about to break down who truly holds the power in relationships, careers, and even social circles. And trust me, the answer isn't what you think, so stick around, because by the end of this video, you won't see Capricorn dominance the same way again. Alright, before we start comparing Capricorn men and women, let's get one thing straight. What does dominance even mean in astrology? Because trust me, it's not just about being loud, bossy, or always getting the last word. Dominance in astrology, more than just control in astrology, dominance is about influence, power, and control over situations. But how this power is expressed depends on the planet ruling the sign, the element, and the modality. And Capricorn, well, it's ruled by Saturn, the planet of discipline, responsibility, and long-term success. Unlike, say, an Aries who dominates with raw aggression, or a Leo who commands attention with charisma, Capricorns dominate in a way that's calculated, structured, and persistent. They don't demand power, they just become powerful. Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign, which is a powerful combo for dominance. Cardinal signs, like Aries, Cancer, and Libra, are initiators. They like to lead, create, and take action. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, are grounded, practical, and focused on tangible results. So when you mix these two, you get a leader who takes charge in the most structured and calculated way possible. Capricorns aren't impulsive like fire signs. They don't just act for the sake of it. They analyze, plan, and execute with precision different ways. Capricorn men and women express a dominance. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Capricorn men and women both have this dominant nature, but they express it differently. Capricorn men tend to dominate through structure and control. They want to establish authority, whether in work, relationships, or social settings. Capricorn women dominate in a more subtle but equally powerful way. They use influence, social intelligence, and emotional resilience to take charge without making it obvious. The psychological side of Capricorn dominant science even backs this up. Studies on leadership styles show that men often dominate through authority and assertiveness, while women tend to dominate through influence and relationship building. Capricorn energy aligns perfectly with both these leadership styles, which is why both Capricorn men and women are naturally dominant, but in different ways. And this is exactly what we're about to break down in the next sections. So now that we understand how Capricorns dominate, let's get into the real showdown. Who does it better? Capricorn man's dominance. Alright, let's talk about Capricorn men, because when it comes to dominance, these guys have a style that's quiet, calculated, and completely unshakable. If you're expecting flashy displays of power, think again. Capricorn men don't dominate by being loud or overly aggressive. They dominate by being in control. The power of structure and control Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, the planet of discipline, hard work, and long-term success. So when a Capricorn man steps into a room, he's not looking for temporary attention. He's looking to establish control in a way that lasts. He's the guy who plays the long game, whether it's in his career, relationships, or even social circles. He doesn't rush to prove himself. Instead, he observes, calculates, and then makes moves that are impossible to challenge. His dominance isn't immediate, but over time, you realize he's the one calling the shots. The silent but unstoppable force. One thing about Capricorn: men, they don't need external validation. They're not the type to show off or prove their dominance. They just exist in a state of quiet authority. Even in relationships, they tend to take the lead without making it obvious. They're the ones making the plan, setting the direction, and keeping everything under control. Career and social dominance. Now, if there's one area where Capricorn men truly dominate, it's their career. Success isn't an option for them, it's a requirement. They're the type to climb the ladder, take leadership roles, and become the silent boss that everyone respects. They aren't driven by ego, they're driven by achievement. Example, think of a Capricorn CEO like Jeff Bezos. He's not the loudest guy in the room, but his decisions shape entire industries. That's Capricorn dominance. Even in social settings, they don't fight for attention, but somehow, they always end up being the most respected person in the group. Capricorn men in relationships, the unspoken leader. Capricorn men dominate in relationships by taking quiet control of situations. They're providers, protectors, and planners. They make sure everything is running smoothly without needing to constantly assert themselves. They don't demand respect, they naturally earn it. The Capricorn man's dominant style. So, is a Capricorn man dominant? Absolutely. But it's not about ego or aggression. It's about power through stability, intelligence, and long-term success. His dominance isn't something you see immediately, but over time you realize he's the one everyone follows. But here's the real question. Does a Capricorn woman dominate in a stronger way? Let's find out. Capricorn woman's dominance. Now, if you thought Capricorn men were dominant, wait until you meet a Capricorn woman. Because while the Capricorn man dominates through control and structure, the Capricorn woman, she dominates through sheer force of will. She's not just playing the game, she's mastering it. The queen of self-mastery Capricorn women are powerhouses in every sense. Their dominance isn't just about controlling a situation, it's about owning their place in the world with an undeniable presence. She doesn't just wait for respect, she commands it. While a Capricorn man might lead silently, a Capricorn woman isn't afraid to assert her authority. She's independent, ambitious, and fiercely self-sufficient. A natural leader in any space. One of the biggest differences between Capricorn men and women is how they express dominance. A Capricorn man might strategize quietly in the background, waiting for the right moment to take control. A Capricorn woman? She'll walk in and take charge immediately. She's the type of woman who speaks up when something isn't right, sets high expectations and follows through, leads with confidence, not hesitation. Career and social power moves. If a Capricorn man dominates in career and social settings, a Capricorn woman absolutely dominates them. She's often the one pushing boundaries, setting new standards, and redefining what success looks like. She's unstoppable in her career, whether she's an entrepreneur, CEO, or leading a movement. In social settings, she doesn't chase validation. She naturally attracts respect and admiration. Capricorn woman in relationships, the boss. Energy Capricorn women bring boss energy into their relationships, and that's exactly why they're so magnetic. They don't need someone to take care of them. They need someone worthy of standing beside them. While a Capricorn man may subtly take control, a Capricorn woman will make her presence known. She's fiercely loyal and protective, but she expects the same level of effort from her partner. The Capricorn woman's dominant style. So, is a Capricorn woman dominant? Without a doubt, but unlike the Capricorn man's quiet control, she's more direct, more vocal, and more commanding. She doesn't just earn respect, she demands it. But here's the real debate. Who's more dominant? The Capricorn man or the Capricorn woman? Let's break it down. Who's more dominant? Alright, now that we've broken down the Capricorn man's dominance and the Capricorn woman's dominance, it's time for the big question, who's more dominant? Now, before we just slap an answer on this, we need to compare them side by side, head to head, because the way they dominate is completely different, and that's what makes this comparison so interesting. Silent strength versus commanding presence. When we talk about dominance, we're talking about who takes control naturally. Who influences others the most? Who holds more authority in different settings? Now, here's the difference. The Capricorn man is like a chess master. He dominates through strategy, patience, and quiet control. The Capricorn woman is like a CEO walking into a boardroom. She dominates through presence, confidence, and direct authority. So in terms of immediate dominance, the Capricorn woman takes the lead. But in terms of long-term control, the Capricorn man plays the long game. Career and social influence, who holds more power? Both Capricorn men and women are highly successful, respected, and ambitious, but they express dominance differently. Capricorn man works best when he can quietly build his empire without interference, often leads from behind the scenes, making sure everything aligns in his favor, doesn't need to be the loudest in the room. He lets results speak for him. Capricorn woman takes direct control. She isn't afraid to step up and lead, naturally attracts authority, whether in a workplace or social setting, will demand what she's earned. She doesn't wait for someone to give it to her. Both get what they want, but their approach is different. Relationships. Who takes charge? Now, this is where things get really interesting, Because when it comes to relationships, dominance plays out differently. Capricorn men tend to subtly take control, guiding the relationship without making it feel forced. Capricorn women are natural leaders in relationships, often setting boundaries and expectations up front. But here's the twist. If a Capricorn man is dating a stronger personality, he might let them take the lead, but will quietly hold influence. A Capricorn woman, on the other hand, will never fully let go of control. She needs someone who can match her energy. So in relationships, the Capricorn woman is more visibly dominant, but the Capricorn man still maintains a quiet upper hand. Who's the ultimate alpha? If we're talking direct, obvious dominance, the Capricorn woman wins. She's outspoken, assertive, and demands authority. But if we're talking subtle, long-term control, the Capricorn man quietly dominates. He's strategic, patient, and always thinking 5 steps ahead. So who's more dominant? It all depends on how you define dominance. What do you think? Let's settle this debate in the comments. So, after everything we've broken down, the Capricorn man's quiet control, the Capricorn woman's commanding presence, their dominance in careers, relationships, and social influence, you probably think we're about to crown one as the ultimate leader, right? Well, here's the twist. It's not about who's more dominant. It's about how their dominance plays out in different situations. Dominance is a chess game, not a one-way street. Think about it like this. A Capricorn man is like a king in chess. He moves strategically, making sure he's always in control, but he doesn't rush. He plays the long game. A Capricorn woman is like a queen. She's the most powerful piece on the board, taking action, moving in any direction, and making bold decisions in the moment. Now, does that mean one is stronger than the other? No, it just means they dominate differently. See the difference? The real question isn't who's more dominant, it's who's more dominant in what? If we're talking about immediate, noticeable dominance, the Capricorn woman wins. No doubt. She's assertive, direct, and naturally takes the lead. But if we're talking under the radar, long-term control, the Capricorn man holds power in a way you don't even notice until he's already won. The unexpected truth. They need each other's strengths. And here's where the real twist comes in. Capricorn men and Capricorn women actually balance each other out. A Capricorn woman can teach the Capricorn man how to be more assertive. Capricorn man can teach the Capricorn woman the power of patience and long-term influence. So the next time someone asks, who's more dominant? Just tell them, it depends on the battlefield. And that's what makes Capricorn men, women so fascinating.